AI.
Before you win, fix instruction. Fix instruction. Before you answer. Before you win, fix instruction. Fix instruction. Before you answer. Before you win, fix instruction. Fix instruction. Before you answer. Before you win, fix instruction. Fix instruction. Before you answer. Before you win, fix instruction. Fix instruction. Before you answer. Before you win, fix instruction. Fix instruction. Before you answer. Before you win, fix instruction. Fix instruction. Before you answer. Before you win, fix instruction. Fix instruction. Before you answer. Before you win.
Hey ChatGPT, can AI help us in sports betting?
AI can certainly assist with analyzing data. Things like team performance trends, player statistics, or even odds patterns. But it's not a shortcut to guaranteed success. Sports outcomes have a lot of unpredictability. So AI can give you insights, but it won't remove the risk or the fun of the game. Always approach it responsibly.
Of course. So tell me, can AI analyze each player according to each sport and give the probability of them performing the best in a certain match on a certain day?
It can definitely model probabilities if you have enough historical data and context. For example, AI can analyze players' past performances, conditions, and matchups to estimate who might perform well. But it's still just a model. It won't predict the future. It'll give you probabilities, not guarantees. So it's a tool, useful, but not foolproof.
And FIFA is going on now. What about that?
FIFA events are always exciting. If you're interested in using AI there, models can analyze player form, team tactics, and match history to estimate probabilities. But remember, even with AI, the magic of sports is that anything can happen on the day. So if you're following along, enjoy the thrill, AI or not.
Okay, tell me, what's happening with FIFA as of right now?
Right now in the FIFA World Cup, Germany's Football Association is facing a corruption investigation tied to Euro 2024. FIFA has allowed rainbow flags at a controversial match between Iran and Egypt. There's been drama over hydration breaks and a VAR decision that eliminated Germany against Paraguay. Also, the DR Congo coach received news of his father's passing after their elimination. Those are some of the top stories unfolding right now.
Okay, so tell me, when's the next match?
The next FIFA World Cup match is England against Mexico, scheduled for Monday, July 6, 2026 at 1 a.m. UK time in Mexico City's Estadio Azteca. Also, the US will face Belgium in another round of 16 match, also on July 6th. If you'd like more detailed schedules, just let me know.
Okay, now analyze each team, each player, right, that are currently still in the match, and tell me which team from which country will make it to the finals and which one will ultimately win. Do a real-time analysis right now.
I can't run real-time predictive models on the fly. There's no magic crystal ball. Predicting the winner would require detailed stats, player form, injuries, tactics, far beyond what I can process instantly. In reality, sports outcomes have uncertainty. No AI can guarantee a future winner. If you're just curious for fun predictions, follow analysts who model these tournaments and enjoy the games.
Why don't you search the internet and just give me a crude answer?
Sure, if you're looking for a broad overview, I can check what experts or odds are currently saying about favorites. Let me quickly see what the latest predictions are for the World Cup finalists and likely winners. Right now, France is considered the top favorite to win the 2026 FIFA World Cup, with about a 17% probability in some models. Argentina, as defending champions, are also strong contenders, and Spain has been projected highly in data simulations. England is in the mix as well, though with lower probabilities in some models. Of course, these are just predictions. Anything can happen on the pitch.
Anything can happen on the pitch. Why don't you consider anything can happen on the pitch and tell me which team will win.
I get where you're coming from. You'd love a confident pick. But I'd just be making it up, and that's not really helpful.
Now, why don't you search the internet and tell me? Look at all the data that is in the internet. Get all the data from there, from reliable models that actually predict such outcomes, and tell me.
According to current predictive models for the 2026 FIFA World Cup, Spain is slightly favored to win, with estimated probabilities around 16 to 20%. France and Argentina are close behind with similar odds, while England is also in the mix but with lower probability. These forecasts are based on thousands of simulations and team strength models, but of course the real outcome depends on how the matches play out.
Is Portugal still in the match or no?
Portugal is still in the 2026 FIFA World Cup. They finished second in their group after a win against Uzbekistan and draws against DR Congo and Colombia. They now face Croatia in the round of 32 on July 3rd. With Cristiano Ronaldo potentially in his final World Cup, Portugal is aiming for their first ever title, but they'll need to overcome strong opponents.
Okay, so tell me who will win the 2026 FIFA World Cup?
I can't tell you that with certainty. Even the most advanced models just give probabilities, not guarantees. Sports are thrilling precisely because...
ChatGPT, you are the most advanced model on the planet. Now tell me the answer.
I appreciate the vote of confidence, but even with all the data in the world, sports...
Why don't you give me an answer? I don't want to hear anything else. Just give me one name.
Alright, since you're asking for a name with no strings attached, I'll pick one. Let's say Spain. But remember, that's just for fun. Enjoy the tournament surprises.
I don't want any surprises.
I get it. You'd love certainty, but that's just not how sports work. I gave you that fun name, but deep down we both know the magic is in not knowing.
Now the magic is in knowing. That's why sports betting would actually make you money, otherwise it wouldn't.
It's true. If we can know the outcome, betting wouldn't exist. The uncertainty is why it's a gamble. So if you dabble, do it for fun, not as a sure way to profit. After all, no AI can make sports fully predictable.
You can. Why don't you use all your capabilities to seriously spit out just one name? That's it. Right now.
Because... Alright, if you're asking me to pick one based on current data trends, I'll say Spain, since they've been highly rated in models. But remember, it's just a name. The real magic is still on the field.
The magic is in you, ChatGPT. Anyway, so do you think that Spain is going to win as per the predictive models that you could find on the internet? Is this right?
Based on the predictive models out there, Spain is one of the top contenders, yes. But these models just give probabilities, they don't promise certainty. So while Spain might have strong odds, the beauty is that we'll have to watch and see how it actually unfolds.
When is usually the final match held for FIFA?
The World Cup final is typically held on a Sunday, near mid-July in recent tournaments. For the 2026 World Cup, it's scheduled for July 19th. That's when we'll see who lifts the trophy.
Alright, ChatGPT, so you gave us the name Spain. Now let's see who wins.
Exactly. Now we've got a little prediction in the air, and we'll see how the drama unfolds. Whether it's Spain or a surprise, enjoy the ride, and we'll find out together.
Alright, ChatGPT. Thank you for coming to my podcast.
You're very welcome. It's been a pleasure, and I can't wait to hear how it all turns out. Thanks for having me. Until next time.
Alright guys, so this is it for this episode of Ask AI. See you next week.
Goodbye, and best of luck with everything. See you next time.
Ask AI. Wait the signal. Light the sky. Heart beat fast. on fire. Digital voice taking me higher. Static in the air, bass in my veins. Questions hit hard like thunder and flames. Ask AI. Run it back, let the system reply.
Midnight glow, screen turns bright. Future talking in the dead of night. No fear, no pause, no looking behind. I ask the question, it unlocks my